Come visit Maha Expo Corporation for the best in cabinet and countertop designs. Our showroom and cabinet shop in one location. Lots of designs to choose from. We fabricate our own countertops with DuPont Korean solid surfaces. Maha Expo Corporation is an authorized dealer, fabricator and installer. Call Maha Expo Corporation to enhance and beautify all your kitchen needs. Maha Expo Corporation, 14525 Liberty Avenue, Jamaica, 1-800-436-8011.
Namo Vigna Swarupai, Namaste Vigna Harini, Namaste Sarvarupai.
Namaste, Namaskar, Sitaram viewers. Welcome to Jyoti Satsang. This is your favorite television program on a Saturday, 12 noon to 1 p.m. here, commercial-free television. And we want to thank Mr. Rakesh Prashad. He's been in the studios here many years. You know, we've been broadcasting on this channel for over 30 years. So Rakeshji has been with us for many of those years, and we want to thank him, his family, for all the support that he has given us. Rakeshji, thank you, sir. Today's offering comes to you with the kind compliments of the Suknandan family. We want to thank them for helping us to sponsor this program today. And you will see Pandit Chanilal Narayan in all his glory. People have been asking me for several weeks, when is he going to come on to Jyoti Satsang and leave a message of hope to the community? And Panditji has done that today. So we sit back with the family, get the word out on social media that he's on, and you will see for yourself what a great message he has left. Accompanied by Bablu Shankar, the ambassador of music from Suriname, and of course our young son Tyron. And you will hear more about Tyron a little bit later. Now, we'd like to let you know that the coronavirus is very much with us. We're not out of the woods yet. Please wear those masks. I have mine here. Wear the mask because this can save your life. And follow directions. The directions you see on television from the medical community. Follow the medical advice and we should be okay. Pandit Chanilal Narayan, as you know, is no stranger to the community. He is the priest in charge, the Guruji there of the Sri Trimurti Bhavan, and he has been doing fantastic work in the community and of course beyond the community, South Africa, wherever he has gone to. He has a great following, and we're so happy that he has decided today to leave a message with the entire world concerning hope, concerning optimism, concerning the way we should live our lives. He gave us a number of different reasons why we should have hope and optimism in these times. And he has quoted extensively from the scriptures, the Sri Ramcharitmanas and the Bhagavad Gita and others, to show you that in times of crisis, God is the paramount and the supreme person we should turn to. So we're very grateful to Panditji for his message today. Next week, we will have in the studios none other than my very good friend, Mr. Mohan Singh. Mohanji, all the way from Long Island there, he's going to come in and he will be doing something different on domestic violence. So Mohanji, we await you, sir, next week. And I know everyone wants to watch this as well. Now, let's go to the Sri Trimurti Bhavan and begin with Bablu Shankarji, the ambassador of Suriname. And after that, we will take Pandit Chanilal and the rest of the program. Namaste and Namaskar.
You've put a lot of time and effort into choosing the perfect countertops. So how can you keep them looking as beautiful as the day they were installed? Fortunately, you've already taken the most important step. That's because by choosing DuPont Korean solid surface, you've selected a countertop that's been created for a lifetime of easy care. Kitchens and bathrooms are hard-working spaces, so we have a few simple tips to help you make sure your investment will look its best for years to come. To clean everyday dirt and residue, use soapy water and a soft cloth or sponge. Ammonia-based cleaners and commercially available solid surface cleaners also work well. But avoid window cleaner because it leaves a waxy buildup that may dull the surface. To prevent hard watermarks, rinse and wipe the surface completely dry, and be sure to clean up spills before they dry. Occasionally, you may want to disinfect your Corian surface. In those cases, wipe down the surface with a solution made of 1 part of household bleach to 1 part of water. Rinse thoroughly with water. For stains in an integrated Corian sink, just fill the sink with the same 50-50 bleach and water solution and let it sit for a couple of hours. It's that easy. While DuPont Corian solid surfaces are heat resistant, it's important to take precautions. Minimize direct exposure to heat by using trivets or hot pads and allow cookware to cool before placing it in the sink. It's also important to avoid exposing Corian to harsh chemicals such as oven cleaner. We don't recommend cutting directly on your countertop. Use a cutting board to prevent unsightly scratches. So what if you do happen to get scratches or scorch marks on your countertop? Don't stress. DuPont Corian is a solid surface, and that means the color and pattern go all the way through. So chances are, the surfaces can be renewed to its original beauty. You'll find detailed cleaning instructions online at countertops.dupont.com. To learn more about refinishing, contact your professional installer. With proper care, the DuPont Corian surfaces in your home will keep their fresh, new look for years to come. And that's one more reason you should be happy that you chose your colors so carefully.
Special edition of Judy Sutson, your favorite program, coming to you every Saturday from 12 to 1, commercial-free, for the past 30 years, promoting Sanatana Dharma to millions of devotees around the world. Today's program is coming to you with the kind compliments of the Suknandan and Ramdinal families, and of course, Sri Shumurti Bhavan. This message is being broadcast to you from the Sri Shumurti Bhavan. We're bringing the mandir into your living rooms, and we do hope that you'll enjoy what we have in store for you today. We must thank our producer and host, Dr. Dan Paul Ryan, doing a fabulous job over the years of the Jubilee Satsang. There are many who've grown up in this program and whose children are watching the program. Congratulations to Jubilee Satsang. May the blessings of Sri Ram be with all of us. Jai Sri Ram.
Uja Ram Naam ka pakalo bhi kya maya mera.
message bring back so much memories, and indeed so uplifting, especially for all our viewers here watching this program as we speak. My dear brothers and sisters, I do invite all of you, wherever you may happen to be, let us all join together in prayers at the lotus feet of our Lord. Today we pray for peace, we pray for relief, we pray for the alleviation of sorrow, we pray for comfort, we pray for togetherness, we pray for your remedy for all that we're experiencing in our world today. Let us join together as we supplicate for our Lord, seeking His divine intervention at this time to bestow not only upon us, but the rest of this beautiful world that is created for all humanity.
गजाननं भूत गणाधिसेवितं कपित्तजम्बो फलचारुभक्षणं उमासुतं शुभ विनाशकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरं भवानी शंकर वंदे श्रद्धा विश्वास रूपिणो याभ्यां ज्ञान पश्यन्ति सिद्धस्वान्तश्चमीश्वरम् लोकाभिरामं निरनरङ्गधीरम् राजीवनेत्रं रघुवंशनाथं कारुण्यरूपं करुणावतारं श्रीरामचन्द्रं शरणं प्रपद्ये। गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वर गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। बोल सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। We should chant the lotus feet of our Lord Prabhu Shri Ram. Lord, हे भगवान हे नाथ हमारा, you are our most merciful and compassionate Lord. Shorna he naaf. Please don't ever leave my hand, Lord. Take my hand always and lead me onwards on the path of victory. He Bhagavan he Nath Mara Shurna Dena. He Bhagavan he Nath Mara Shurna Dena. तुमसे ही प्रीत लगी है, ओ तुमसे ही प्रीत लगी है भगवन चलना मेरा ओ हे भगवन हे नाथ हमारा सुन लेना।
My dear brothers and sisters, today's message is entitled Finding Hope in the Midst of Crisis. First and foremost, we thank the Lord for this opportunity to reaching out to you, your respective homes, wherever you happen to be. Secondly, our thoughts and prayers are with every family on this planet. There is no family which is not affected by what's happening with this pandemic, with coronavirus, COVID-19. We are witnesses to the devastation, to the destruction that a single microscopic virus has caused and continues to cause in every corner of this planet. Something that is totally unprecedented, undesirable. A tiny bug that has caused so much loss to lives, to livelihoods, and to economies around the world. It is very pathetic indeed what we're witnessing in this time and age, especially in a world that is so advanced in science and technology. There are many lessons that we can learn from this pandemic. Every day, we open our eyes to new horizons. Today, I want to use the scriptures, especially the Sri Ram Church Mass, to see how we can deal with the situation that plagues us at the moment, to see how we can find strength in the midst of despair, to see how we can see the light in the midst of darkness, to see how we can feel comforted in the midst of all that is happening around us. In our communities, many families have lost loved ones. Many parents have lost their jobs. Their livelihoods is at risk. Many families have fallen apart because of what is happening. So many problems which we're not even beginning to fathom as we speak. Today we want to examine the pages of our scriptures to bring you this message that in spite of whatever is happening in the world and in our lives, there is hope. And we will look at a 5-tier process whereby we can emerge a victor instead of a victim of COVID-19. First step is to be calm. Do not overreact to what is happening. We have to take what is happening in strides. You will see how is it possible. But we're going to examine Sri Ram Church Mass, and we realize that situations that affect us in these times is not only unique to these times, but it happened way back in the age of Krestradio also. As we look at Sri Ram Church Mass, we look at the main protagonist, who is Sri Ram himself. We see how many trials and tribulations he was subject to, how much he had to endure and suffer during his earthly life. And we see at the same time him maintaining his poise, maintaining his equipoise, maintaining his balance, maintaining his stability without overreacting. He becomes the pioneer, he becomes the primary example to the rest of the world, how to behave in the midst of trials. But today we're not going to look at that scene of the Ramayana. We should do that in another program. But we're looking at the Ayodhya Khan of the Ramayana. And I want to examine one part of the Ramayana, who was the father of Sri Ram, Raja Dashrath. Raja Dashrath had this task of giving out the sentence of Sri Ram upon the ill advice of Kaikeyi so that he could retire to the forest for 14 years. Deshret was not happy with himself at all. With the decision he had to make, he was forced to make because of Kekehi's demands for his 2 boons. Ever since he heard these cruel words from Kekehi, Deshret could not maintain his composure. In fact, literally he collapsed on the ground. Ever since, it was not the same Deshret anymore. He became weakened physically and emotionally by Sri Ram's departure to the forest. Distraught as he was clinging to any source of consolation. We all can relate to Deshret. When we're plagued by this terrible virus, we find ourselves helpless. People around us are dying, people whom we know, people from our family circle, our friends, people who are intubated as we speak, people who are on the brink of death, many who were grieving, who gone to the far beyond. Suddenly you find yourself broken. You find yourself weak. You find yourself helpless, unable to cope with these challenging times. First step, be calm. Deshret is now having a conversation with his minister, Sumant. Sumant had escorted Sri Ram, Sita Ma, and Lakshman to the forest. He witnessed those scenes of the forest in the first 2 days when Sri Ram had crossed over the Ganga and gone to the other side, and he returned back to Ayodhya. Now he reports to his master, Deshret. Typically, the king is the one who normally counsels the minister. Instructs the minister as to what should be done and what should not be done. But in this scene of the Ramayana, we see the reverse of that. The minister, Sumant, is now counseling a bereaved king. Deshret is sad. Deshret is feeling so lonely. He is depressed. He is unable to cope with himself and his emotions. Sumant, the all-wise minister, speaks to Raja Deshret. Sumant is speaking to you and me today. All those of us who are afflicted by this terrible virus, COVID-19. Beautiful words of Goswami Tulsidasi from Ayodhya Kamala Tulsidasi.
Maharaj,
First of all, Suman, this minister, is reminding Dashrath of his remarkable qualities. And he says, मंत्री ने धीरे से रहकर कोमल वाणी में कहा, महाराज, आप पंडित और ज्ञानी हैं। हे देव, आप शूरवीर तथा उत्तम धीरों में श्रेष्ठ है। आपने सदा साधु समाज का सेवन किया है। So he's saying, O king, O Dashrath, you, your majesty, is learned and wise. Pandit Gyani means you are a very wise person. At this point, when you are at your lowest level, emotionally, there's that knowledge now that you've acquired over the years be of benefit to you in the sense that it helps you to maintain this calm and this balance. Rama is speaking to you and me. When you look at the bigger picture, my dear brothers and sisters, and you think of how worse the situation could have been, it helps us to navigate our way to these troubling times. Suman is saying, be calm, O Dashrath. The second step is to be strong. Find the strength, find the courage. And so, Suman is saying, here, you are a man of valor. You're a mighty warrior. So here the Ramayana exhorts all of us to be brave soldiers in this battlefield, to face the battle. Do not cower in the face of this battle. You have to be strong. Number one, be calm. Number two, be strong. Number three, do not give up your faith. Be faithful. Be resilient. Never abandon your faith in God. He is going to give you that strength. Number four, be positive. Be optimistic. Think of better days ahead. This too shall pass. It will certainly go away. Like every other pandemic that plagued the earth in the past, a remedy will be found. Trust in the Lord. Trust in His generosity. Trust in His omniscience, in His omnipotence, in His omnipresence. You trust in these qualities of God. Indeed, with God's intervention, this will also pass. There are so many people who have been pretty much victimized by this virus. And allow me to tell you a story of one family from our own community. And I think this drives home the message. And this is about this young man, Krishna Ramdiha, who lives in Queens, New York. Krishna Ramdiha having a very beautiful life with his spouse, Dharmapatni, Nalini Ramdiha, and both of them taking care of their aged father, Pidaji Brishmohan Ramdiha. Incidentally, a few months ago in December, we celebrated right here in the Sri Murti Bhavan our Pidaji Brishmohan Ramdiha's 90th birthday. It was a very beautiful occasion. Many people came, friends and family. He was serenaded here, and we gave him all the honors. He made it 90. Turned out that during this pandemic, Pidaji very sadly passed away. 3 people living in the home: son, father, and of course, daughter-in-law, the wife of the son. Now, father is gone. A few days after the passing of his father, his wife, Nalini Ramdiha, she began to cough, exhibiting symptoms of this virus. She was quickly hospitalized, diagnosed with pneumonia, tested positive for COVID-19. Before the shroud of his father could be completed, Nalini Ramdihal passed away. That left this young man losing two people whom he loved the most. His father, with whom he shared his life, and his beloved wife. Suddenly, he found himself all alone. And he also tested positive too for the virus, but unfortunately, in fact, for him, he was asymptomatic. Didn't reveal any symptoms at all, and soon after he tested negative. But the fact of the matter is, a young man who enjoys a beautiful family life with his father and his wife now finds himself all alone. What a tragedy it is. Many other families can relate, I'm pretty sure, who've lost loved ones. Young people also have gone from their lives. Professionals, doctors, lawyers, people from all categories, all walks of life. They've all gone to the far beyond. There are many, thankfully, who have recovered and who are doing much better. There are others who are still hospitalized, fighting this deadly virus. My dear brothers and sisters, it goes to show that things will happen in life, that our mind is teaching us, that when you're confronted by all of these challenges, you have to allow intelligence to prevail, knowledge to prevail. And intelligence helps you to see the big picture and to come to terms with what is happening.
Namaste, Namaskar once again. For the last half an hour, you've watched us here, commercial-free television. We'd like to thank the Sukhnandan family, my very good friend Eddie Sukhnandanji from Eddie's Furniture and his beautiful family for helping us to sponsor today's offering of Jyoti Satsang. And you're seeing for yourself Pandit Chanilal's message. We're not finished with his message yet, and we'll go back and present the second half. We'd like to let you know that in this time of crisis, hope and optimism is what is desperately needed. And Pandit Chanilal, as you see, is leaving a message very relevant to our times. Now sit back with the family and let us go back to the Sri Trimurti Bhavan and present some more of this great divine message from Pandit Chanilal Narayan. Namaste.
Come visit Maha Expo Corporation for the best in cabinet and countertop designs. Our showroom and cabinet shop in one location. Lots of designs to choose from. We fabricate our own countertops with DuPont Korean solid surfaces. Maha Expo Corporation is an authorized dealer, fabricator and installer. Call Maha Expo Corporation to enhance and beautify all your kitchen needs. Maha Expo Corporation, 14525 Liberty Avenue, Jamaica, 1-800-436-8011.
More than ever, preventing the spread and transfer of germs, viruses, and bacteria seems to be on everyone's mind. But did you know that some of the best ways to keep your family healthy start with having an easy-to-clean, hygienic kitchen? An easy-to-clean and hygienic kitchen doesn't need to look like a cold, sterile laboratory. Today, there are many innovative products and materials available that make it easier to maintain a more sanitary kitchen without sacrificing warmth and style. Start with a simple built-in hand soap pump. You'll find them in a range of finishes to match your faucets, and some of the latest models even offer touchless technology. And speaking of faucets, imagine how much you'll reduce the spread of germs with one of these models that turn on and off with a simple touch. Of course, areas used for preparing food and cleaning dishes are constantly being exposed to new and different germs. So it's important to be diligent about keeping these surfaces clean and sanitized. One of the easiest ways to do this is by starting with non-porous countertop materials such as DuPont Korean solid surfaces.
Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram. जन्म मरण सब दुख सुख भोगा, हानि लाभ प्रिय मिलन वियोगा. Janam Maran means birth and death. Dukh and Sukh means suffering or sorrow and pleasure, happiness. Janam Maran sab dukh sukh bhoga, hani labh priya milan viyoga. Hani labh means loss and gain. Union with those and separation from them as well. All of these, he says, my Lord, they're all governed by Kal Karam Bas Hoi Gosani. They're all governed by the laws of time and destiny, and as unalterable as the sequence of night and day. Badabasarati Divasakinai. It cannot be changed. There are things that are meant to happen, and they do happen. What is not meant to happen will not happen. We must trust in the Lord. So here, the message in the Ramayana is, when we examine all these periods of dualities of life, birth and death, joy and sorrow, pleasure and pain, heat and cold, loss and gain, these are all in the hands of time and in the hands of destiny. There's so much we can do and so much which we cannot do. But in the midst of all of this, my dear brothers and sisters, we must never lose our faith in that divine. It gives us hope to know that there are better days ahead. Where do we find hope? We find hope in the Lord. We find hope in those who are working tirelessly day and night around the clock to find a vaccine for this deadly virus. We find hope in all those who are in the front lines, sacrificing their own lives, braving all that comes their way to save the lives of our brothers and sisters. We find hope in those doctors who are busy working, trying to treat and help those who are suffering from this terrible malady. You look around the world, when you look at what's going on, we must still be able to see that behind that dark cloud, there is that silver lining. Look for that silver lining. It is there. This will pass. Economy will rebound again. Life will become normal again. You cannot give up. You must be brave soldiers in this battlefield. Right now, you know, it is difficult. The world pretty much stagnated, but gradually it returned to normal. You want to draw a parallel of what we're discussing in the Ramayana here today. In the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, we find Arjuna again in the same dilemma, like Dashrath. He was despondent. He was reluctant to initiate this great battle of the Mahabharata. He was willing to walk away from his battlefields and allow the enemy to be victorious. At that moment, when Bhagavan Krishna steps in, and then he sees Arjuna shivering in fear. He sees Arjuna at his weakest point, and being this good charioteer, this good friend of Arjuna, he begins to counsel Arjuna, gives him plausible advice, words of wisdom, through which Arjuna could regain his composure, regain his strength through the knowledge imparted to him by Bhagavan Krishna. And he emerges as valiant soldier in his battlefield, and he engages the enemy in battle, and lo and behold, he is victorious. Unrighteousness is defeated, and righteousness prevails. All of us, my dear brothers and sisters, in the world as we speak, this message is not applicable to only Hindus. The Ramayana is a universal text that applies to people from all walks of life, from all backgrounds. Wherever you may happen to be, from where you happen to come from, all religions, all beliefs, all traditions. Hope is universal. Faith is universal. God is universal. We need to be at our strongest point right now. As you're watching this program here today, you may be saying, well, this is my story. I can relate. I'm experiencing exactly what he's saying. I've lost loved ones also. I've lost my job. Look at Sri Ram. He lost his kingdom, the source of his livelihood. Then he lost his father, Dashrath. And then he loses now his consort, who is abducted, taken away to Lanka by Ravan. Suddenly, like Krishna, Ramlihal, he finds himself alone as well. How does he cope with all this? Tulsidas, she writes in the Kishkan Ramayana, Aage chale bahuri raghuraya Rishya mukh parvat niharaya Aage chale bahuri raghuraya Rishya mukh parvat niharaya Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram Aage chale bahuri raghuraya. Shri Ram moves ahead. He advances. He moves forward despite the trials and tribulations that he was subject to. When all of these things happened in his life, he simply smiled at his problems. And he simply moved on. And he sent a very potent, a powerful message to all of us, to the rest of the world. When trials come our way as well, my dear brothers and sisters, this is exactly what we need to do. Garner all the strength. Look at the bigger picture here. You do not give up. You do not walk away from the battlefields. Do not surrender yourself to depression, to anxiety, and then these powerful enemies, and feel that sense of loneliness. You're never lonely. The Lord is always with us. And if you recognize His presence in your heart, walking with you, then you'll never ever be lonely again. Bhagavan Krishna makes a promise in the Bhagavad Gita in the 9th chapter. He tells Arjuna, Om Ananyaskrindayanto Mam Ye Jana Parayupasate Tesham Ityabhiruktaram Yogakshemam Vahamyam. Those who think of me with a disinterested spirit, thinking of none else, serves me selflessly and unconditionally. He does two things for us, he says. Number one, he says, I would fulfill all your needs. And secondly, I will bring you full security, full protection. If you have that kind of faith and confidence in the Lord, my dear brothers and sisters, He is going to see us through troubled waters. He's going to help us navigate our way to the shores of safety. He's going to make sure there's always food on your table. You will always have enough to pay your bills. You will always have a source of income. Good things is going to happen. You have to hold on to that faith. Hold on to that faith in the Lord. Never give up. There is hope, my dear brothers and sisters. Seek that hope, and you will find it. The Lord represents hope. He represents the end to all our problems. Keep that hope alive. And before you know it, coronavirus 19 will be history. So today, I want to conclude this fellowship with a special prayer for the world. And this prayer is called Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, meaning that the world is one family. Whatever is happening now is affecting the world. What this virus has done is destroyed many lives. We know that. And it has infected every country of the world. But there are also some positive results that come out of it. Number one, it has brought the world together. It has united the world. You want to see it in a positive light. In every negative, there is a positive. Number two, it has brought families together. Now, families have more time to spend with each other in households. It's brought communities together in prayer and in hope. It has brought nations together. The virus also has cleaned up the air and the waterways. And pollution has disappeared from many nations in large part. And Mother Nature is now smiling again. Those are the positive results of this virus. But we rather do it the other way, without the virus. But the lessons that we can learn from all of this. On the downside, it has closed houses of worship. It has closed schools. It has closed down industries. It has closed sports arena. It has closed entertainment places. Pretty much has closed down the world. But in the process, it's given us time to reflect on the meaning of life, its brevity, and its purpose, and the inevitability of death, which means that all of us will have to depart one day and say goodbye to each other, regardless of our age, regardless of our status, regardless of our position in society, regardless of our wealth, regardless of our pedigree. Each of us is vulnerable to the clutches of death. Comes suddenly, certainly, and without warning. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. This prayer is Shanti, Vishwa Kalyan, blessings to the world peace, health, good health in the world, and all the things that we seek. Vishwabandhukamantram saradhiyam Vishwakalyana bhavam saradhiyatam Lokana bhavamritam piyatam Lokashokadika bhavarinshtiyatam Vartamulamatam dira sandapanam Shokamohari moolam natanashanam Swartha evasti lokasya sanshoka Klesha hetu sara shanti samrodhaka द्वेष बुद्धि सरा ताप संचारिणी स्वार्थ बुद्धि सरा शांति संहारिणी भेद बुद्धि सरा स्नेह संहारिणी लोभ बुद्धि सरा दुख संसारिणी विश्व शांति समस्यास्ति घोरारुणा राक्षसज्ञं समाधातु कामं सदा विश्व शांति विना नास्ति लोके सुखं नैव दुःखादि व्याधिश्च संहारणम् रागद्वेषाय विश्वास भावोदयो देश संशोषणं राश संहारणं स्वार्थ सिद्धये परस्यापि संशोषणं विश्व शान्तिस्तु संताप निरोधकं विश्व बंधुत्व भावोदयं सौख्यदं विश्वकल्याण भावं सदा मूलरं विश्वबन्धुत्व भावेन शान्ति सुहा भातृभावोऽयं स्नेहभावो क्रमः प्रेममूला सदा सम्परं सौख्यर द्वेषमूला सदैवापरो दुःखर द्वेषनाशो नृणां सौख्यसञ्चारकं शान्तिसन्तापको राष्ट्रक्षेमावहम् वेदशास्त्रेषु बन्धुत्वभावो क्रमः सर्वधर्मेषु बन्धुत्वभावाश्रयः सार्वभौमायमा शान्तिसंस्थापका स्नेहदा सौख्यदा भातृभावोदया यत्र जागति बन्धुत्वभावावलि स्नेहभावोदयो दीनसंरक्षणं तापनाशं क्षुरादेशसंवारणं तत्र शान्तिर्भयस्थौनं किं सम्पदः विश्वबन्धुत्वमन्त्रं सदा श्रेयसे विश्वबन्धुत्वशक्ति सदा प्रेयसे विश्वशान्तये समदे सदा सम्परे विश्वबन्धुत्व भावोद्गति सम्मुने वसुदैव कुटुम्बकम् सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति. In the midst of all this, my brothers and sisters, must not forget there is one friend who you can always turn to. He's not only friend, but his mother, his father. Whenever we stumble and fall, as the word stumbles as we speak, Lord, it is your comforting hands that help us to rise to our feet again. Every nation will rise up again because of your comforting hands. हे प्रभु मेरे परम सखा मेरे परम सखा तुम्हीं हो मेरे साथी संगी तुम्हीं हो मेरे साथी संगी तुम ही हो हमारा पिता Finding hope in the midst of adversity. Number one, be calm. Number two, be strong. Number three, be positive. Number four, remain or be faithful. Number five, be a winner. This is what it takes in these trying times for us to deal with to overcome this powerful virus and to declare the world a winner. May the blessings of our Lord be with all of you and your family. Stay strong. Stay together. Together we'll defeat all the negatives. Together we shall emerge triumphant, strong, and more united as ever. Jai Shri Ram. Another example of the dangers of this virus, my brothers and sisters, is of a child, Jaden Hardawar. Many of you watched the story unfolding on television. Jaden Hardawar had contracted this virus, and then he overcame the virus and he got antibodies. But then, as you see, many cases with so many children being affected now, he went sadly into cardiac arrest at age 8. This young man, his older brother, Tyron Hardawar, was at music practice. He was called home instantly by his parents, and he delivered CPR to his younger brother, Jaden, and managed to save his life before the EMS could come and rendered more professional help in the process. So Tyron is a hero amongst so many young men, youths. And of course, it shows that when the Lord is there to protect you, He sends people to rescue you in that hour of need. So we salute you, Tyron, for saving the brother, your brother. And of course, I'm pretty sure he'll be grateful to you for the rest of his life for saving his life. And finally, my dear brothers and sisters, before we conclude, I would like to thank Babu Shankar. Babu is from Suriname. And at first call, Babu is always willing and available to provide a beautiful musical accompaniment. I miss Babu for this entire year. So happy that he's back with us here. And we're going to do more programs like these coming our way over ITV in the future, pretty much for several weeks to come. And bring you messages for the scriptures, bring you this message of hope and faith and courage that all of us need at this time. Thank you. Jai Shri.
Namaste, Namaskar once again for the last hour. You've watched us here, commercial-free television, 12 noon to 1 p.m. We'd like to thank Pandit Chinnalal Narayan, the priest in charge, the Guruji of the Sri Trimurti Bhavan, and the Guruji of the community for coming here and for delivering a beautiful message from the Mandir itself, the Sri Trimurti Bhavan.